Good morning, guys. Alright, so yesterday after I got off the, or got off the video, I got the video uploaded from yesterday. UPS showed up with the kit, the monitor kit that I have to wear for a couple weeks. And that is what it looks like. Basically, it's pretty straightforward. All I gotta do is it comes with the electrodes that I gotta put on my chest. And these are the ends that plugs in, snaps onto them, which was only 3, so that's good. It comes with a strap, which is the same thing as the electrodes and all that. I wear that around my neck and put the battery in it. It sends the signal to this device here, which kind of looks like a cell phone. And basically it is a cell phone, but sends a signal to the company. So I gotta get that activated and all that good stuff. The only thing that worried me, it was kind of funny, is the piece here. You gotta put a battery in it, a double A or triple A. No, is that double A? That is it's double A. Anyway, in the instructions it said you had to change the battery once a week, and I told Dan, I'm like, you're going to have to go get batteries because I don't have any batteries. And he got to looking later, and apparently this piece comes up here, and we don't have to get batteries. Obviously, as you can see here, they gave me plenty of batteries, plenty of the electrodes. I got, a ton of those. A little pouch to put this piece here in, because it's got to stay with me at all times. And the little charger to charge it up at night. So yeah, that's what it basically consists of. I gotta wear it for 2 weeks. And so I'm gonna go in here in a bit and get cleaned up and then come back on and we will get this thing going. I'm actually gonna probably record it, the activation process, which it doesn't take very long, so we will get that done. Alright guys, let me jump off here for now. Come on, cooperate. And, shit, piss on it. Alright, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Everything is hooked up, everything is going. Transmitter's on properly, leads are on properly. I got this activated. It's working properly. It's got a good signal with the company, I guess, or cell towers, however this thing works. So, we're good to go. 2 weeks I have to wear this thing, and hopefully we'll just wait and see what happens. And then, of course, I do the stress test on the 1st. But, yeah. I'm going to make this short. My battery light is blinking, so this is going to be cutting off in a minute, so I got to charge that. And then I'll probably come back on here in a while and sit down and chit-chat about a few of the things we were discussing yesterday. So, yeah, alright, let me get off here for now before the thing dies and shuts down so I can plug the battery up and let it charge. I may pull out the other camera, I don't know. I don't like that camera. I'm going to have to work with that. But, in any case, I'm going to let this charge, grab something to eat, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, alright, I'm back. The other camera is charging, and yeah. So I just want to jump in real quick while I still got it fresh on my mind. Talking about the handicap parking placards, the blue cards. If you're permanent, then, well, here in Florida you get the blue one if it's a permanent disability, you get the red one if it's a temporary. But in any case, I've noticed here many times in the area in which we live, people that are misusing them, and it just bugs me. It irritates the hell out of me. And one of the things that really, I don't know how to approach this. The main thing that bothers me, okay, let me just start with the main thing that really bugs me, is family members or friends using them to get the parking spaces so they would be closer or more convenient for them. When you if you're a family member of somebody who has one, that doesn't justify you using it for convenience. You know, it's not meant for you. Just because you're borrowing their car or they've left it in your car does not give you the right to use it and park in a handicapped spot and take it away from somebody else who needs it. That's just wrong. There are a few people that will argue with me with that because, well, it's in the car and, you know, I wasn't feeling good that day and I just used it just one time and blah, 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 blah. You know, that's fine, good and well, but explain that to the lady who has, you know, the oxygen tanks, that's trying to get her stuff shuffled out of the back seat with her walker and trying to get into the store. She's having to do that from the middle of the parking lot because you're taking up a space and you absolutely don't need it. You're not supposed to be using it, period. So you don't do that. The parking placards are specifically for the person who they are assigned to, not a family member or anybody else for their convenience just to get a closer spot. It's not right. And 9 times out of 10, you can tell. You can tell. I mean, seriously, come on. If you're looking at a grand marquee sitting in a handicapped spot, and a 20-year-old comes, trotting her little ass out, getting and jumping in the car with all her bags of makeup or whatever it is she's got, chances are it's not her car, So, yeah, it's tacky. Don't do it. Also, for people who have them, they are meant for you to use or whatever, but they're not to be abused. And what I mean by that is I got mine. I've had it for a little while now, and I don't think I've used it once. I haven't used it once. The few times I've been somewhere where I've had to get out and go to Walmart or something, go to the store, it's not been used. Because of the simple fact that day I felt limber enough to walk on up in there and do what I had to do and get out. If you're having a good day and you don't absolutely 100% need it for that day, depending on your ailment, don't use it. Let somebody else have the chance to use the spot that really, really needs it that day. I mean, that's just my thing. If you don't really need it, pass it up that day. Don't use it. So, I know some people disagree with me with that one, I'm sure, but, it's not meant just to we have it for a reason. If we're having a good day, that doesn't mean just because we have it to abuse it and take a spot away from somebody who absolutely needs it worse than we do on that particular outing. So, just keep that in mind. And another thing, now this is where I might get into a little bit of trouble. I know of a few people who have the handicap parking placard because they have a mental illness. Now, the last time I checked, usually a mental illness does not hinder you from being mobile, from walking a certain distance or anything like that. It may jack up your attitude, but it's not going to hinder your mobility. In my opinion, I don't know, I just have an issue with that. Somebody will say, I'm bipolar, which, hello. However, that's not why I have mine. I have mine for the AS, but it just bugs me. A mental illness to me does not justify having to walk a shorter distance to do something while you're out. It just doesn't. And I don't understand how somebody can get a permanent disability placard with a mental illness when it specifically specifies in our state. Other states may be different. I don't know. I'm just going by what's in my state. If you have an issue with walking 200 feet, more than 200 feet, without having to stop at rest or stop to whatever, then you have the the chances are you're going to get the placard if it's documented by your doctor and he signs off on it. I can't figure out how people with a mental illness are getting the disability placards. I don't know. But I have a little bit of a problem with that. because again, somebody who is parking in a spot, they're using it up, even though they've gotten it legally somehow, um, because they have mental issues or whatever. Number one, let me put it like this. Okay, if you have mental issues, and I'm not talking about anybody who has mental issues, I have them myself. So I don't need anybody coming back at me saying, well, you don't have no clue what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about, so we can't go there. But if somebody has a mental issue bad enough to where they freak out if they walk 200 feet, they don't need to be driving. I'm sorry. There's something seriously wrong to the point that they should, no. Take their license, keep them from behind the wheel. If something freaks them out within 200 feet from the car to wherever they got, something's not right. They don't need to be driving. So that's just my thing. But yeah, this video is going to get me some, I don't know. Anyway, that's just, my take on it. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own opinions about it. Let me know what they are, whether you agree with me or not. Yeah, just kind of leave in the comments what you think about this whole situation. It's just some things that bug me. And it's being abused. It's being abused way too much. And it's not right. So, alright, I'm going to get off here for now. I'm going to wait for the other. Actually, I don't have to wait for the other. I'm just take the car out of it and put this together. But anyway, I'm going to get off here for now. I may come back later on just for a regular whatever. And, yeah, talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.